yenya no ho asem de na yeso bi eso kwa akobre wu osompa fi saa na tie ana nipa bi na omo ahihye saa nyoma no na akofa saa asem ye de apa eno na yetwon komo buza fo makwa ba you have a code here Father I'm sure asem free ho aban na the special prosecutor ebae ya na bi kase msena na metie Ghanaian British bi say institutions say corruption do so still corruption wo Ghana enipa bi atworo e de akwa akoma o mampani say enka o monhwere nsim sasem we yeso mu say ebi say o mampani aya de kra so wabo akiri e de akwa akoma chief justice attorney general say chief justice rather so onhwe na ne wumbia onhwe na onka.
All right, any medals we ready come and fetch I have for you na
omojoso
when him say the leader of our party His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be na ochba kuni echire na wahye na probase and nefie dey na over upper east, that's Borgatanga.
Okay.
Yeah, to be specific. And then now ho ne dwumadi ne say ohia ahemfo ehia se be nkremofo mpanyifo ne asofo owia na woja wo de kwanya no so hia adwumadi bi o se youth connect na oni mabunu di nkomo is Ghana da achin esi mabunu so ntino me de kwanya soronko ehia no na mako ye special prosecutor nsem ya the former special prosecutor Martin Amidu
yeah
the petition akoma president ne niema bi a wodi a susu se ne mmra no ebo ebra
okay
na obehia se ye behwehwe ne niema mu na president so se bi o se na mmra ne kire no president se bi o ye convener as a convening belt no to the president my mmra ne se nyina ne se petition bi sa aba ne ho a courtesy ahunya so de bekoye the chief justice ho.
Okay.
Now, Otie Nkrata Nebanjes president as far back I think 6th of this month, and a president a 4-day petition no, Emma the chief justice. Now, interestingly no, we have sana and she say anything na. Emrani Chese offer article 146 or a constitution it say some public office holders be to say EC, Supreme Court judges, any special prosecutors see. So also you free adwumamu ana omudwumamu di no asambi wo ho a process ne say odi petition be ma president na president or 6 no more than 7 days say ono so no be for the petition no ama the chief justice na ono so no I think 14 days a obetworo ama nipa na ya bo no so bo no so be respond to ensem no na chief justice ehwehwem wie na say enyina so bi o mu say yebetimi atena so aye prosecution a ana bi yedi asem na Emrani chief justice on so beti committee. Our committee, no, I think so many miensa. One Supreme Court judge, and I think one lawyer was practicing for 15 years and above, and one individual lawyer well endowed in investigations. Now, on my national registration in seminum. Now, we did so now can you know petition the moon seminary day, me did say Yama Bontin ye. Nakakra yedi a new hu, and I did a swati and say, Ora Martin Amidu say. Special prosecutor nyumedie no eja breaches bi procurement breaches bi adan akoso ne nyumedie a wodie bi so and I think say appointment bi a waye won office so no kwan of aso ye no Martin Amidu hen say ene emra no say bi so asensu ya kra den ewom and I believe that these are some of the charges and these are some of the allegations oye Martin Amidu a level against the special prosecutor. Well, all in all me said this were the same processes okay ye mame Charlotte say former EC boss no. These were the same procedures a go through you could be a channel say okoye den ye ejuma efri nsem. It from what is happening no. President the or say oyan why no. Emra ne sha ne say obe forward the petition no. Ama the chief justice. If na almost why further engagement na my investigations wom. But from what is happening no, me say we are at the early stages. Or na early days. It won't me encounter say way na papa ne gina so or only ne charges no. But more interestingly, I believe sir in the media we've all seen some media and news items in the media say special prosecutor procure some vehicles be some about in the media space me say Ghana for do na no will be concerned. So na can ye na protocol say you say he who seeks equity must come with clean hands. It is a who say oh bo Ghana for nyina ban against corruption, any corruption related activities. Na say unyume die no say bi o kwan bi so no menka ne say keta hye ne pro any kan bi wo mu a megidi say entimi mo ama udwuma di a wudi ne kra na den ensipi. Entimi gidi say we die we are at the early stages. We should allow the procedures and the laws of the land to take its course. Say Owiena say basa onye boni bia, I believe say he will go back and continue with his responsibilities as a special prosecutor. Say Owiena say ekobane say bia emra no mehwehwe mu no say bi obabi wo ha antwe yi na say recommendations on be no president ho kwan say recommendations no obeje anase onyi ntum. Etino Mr. Ghana for say we are fighting corruption. I believe so we've come for a fourth republic we are from 1992 to another year. I believe so we've come a long way. Sana Udi can other jurisdictions, some of fighting corruption. So yes, they've grown. Some of these democracies, I think 200 years old. Over the American democracy, 220 years old. But we will have challenges, definitely, in some of these issues. And to me, the Mr. Ghana for said, the rule of law. We will sign on to democracy now. These are some of the tenets of democracy. Ebeba challenges be say beba na manfo bi a omoni obi nya adwen no e de omo how akodan president na president say na mran so kire no say na me kan with article 146 no of the constitution no ebe say so obe direct those petitions to the right quarters no man nhwemu ase fata bia na ye wia say ebo wa na eja mra ase fata no anyway di enti me bra panyi meka say enwumere these are the early days. We should wait and see what the committee and what the maybe a petition or say ekudru no and akudru ho. But the indications akudru.
This say we share special prosecutor. The media OD na nsemi bia ba ko menu bi say o procure no maybe one fan crime person in ka na dem. Yen pronounce judgment and say ye ma asem no kra no enye ni nyina na ye hu eni ni bi ne but obi be say so what it is answer we ya enye wanwa kakra
enye wanwa sa
so
because it's human institutions na run meboa definitely human errors need some of these issues would definitely be with us what me dey na see but what is important na say ja me kai say Ghana for yin kan say Obama ba Ghana no o ka say here strong men here strong institutions meboa so we are on the path of building strong institutions. In what we didn't see. So some of these encounters will come up. And when they come up, we should be ready and we should be willing to deal with them. So now it may be easy. You set it up committee or recommendations by you know. I believe sir, we are in the early days of this particular situation. Let's allow the procedures to follow. For instance, the Chief Justice obey the Sefata. What Chorokrama, everyone is saying you are events and Kisi Ejabin say unresponded to petitions na abano.
The entire make
say in that order no or respond there, then the Chief Justice will sit down with the expertise no one no. No one has say
the
petition no ma.
The entire make say and 12 noon Peace FM News. Omone lawyers be bring near there kasa for asem but to baby na kwakwa say Chief Justice Aboechi dia kwakwa Kisi Ejabin. But the internet make say nkoye nwana say ko ha dwen kakra ne say even though obi na chana bi but koba babia adwuma yoku oman ma no can say
special prosecutor
special prosecutor oman ma no ehwe no koba say ko clear ne pe o na de kra ya nka ni bo sra fe you and cry internet be say nkoye nwanwa say e de ani besi wona ya kwa ko pushi nse be fe be wi akiri no na ebia oman ma na hwehwe adwuma nkasa hwehwe so omonye no kra no ebi feel say omonye ye hwehwe the case of Mami Sisi Adapa among for issues for asem ya ka tia no kra ehun se otietie nipa bi fa ho de so me bi say enko hadwen koye nwa kakra say ye be start a heckle na ono ankasa ne nsem waka kra no hweda nkan wie na efia say be heckle no tell me bi say
ye di en so chi bebre ahụ you be Janisa na public perception about the office so no cause a difficulty for him in moving forward with the Juma Oye.
Okay.
Allegations are be who be here say be mu hwehwemu. But what me dey na say yentima nya hwehwemu en hu mu no kra wom na ka so bia ne office ne se na tienti ke yenya ma ne ntwere ho both have to create a very negative public perception about the office.
Okay.
It immediately say kind of quiet so on. So now, President says, "Is the near fan to him." I believe, sir, allegations there. What the we can say? We can't seem to be so nice. One man a quenya, I'm an engine and noir. One sure it's not quite so can cast a boy then. I send him. It immediately say, and when you're quenya so very responding, or very responding to the issues, or respond as a chief justice. Who say obia. The response na allegations na abano me to nsani ehwa se bi wo ahodi bi animu se message adaje krase yentena so na yenye den yenhwehwemu a there will be a recommendation and the next procedure will take effect. It mean the megidi say ye ka say ye pe strong institutions here they will be faced with some of these issues. The one we have been faced with it let's regard for nyina say let's take away emotions, let's take away sentiment. We are building a nation and it's very important sir we will understand there will be some sacrifices to be made along the way. And if this is one of those sacrifices, we should understand it. Say you so be a time will be. And I will be fair. And also I will say you be free.
Mama,
may that be brave.
Enim, special prosecutor.
Enchia, me mama Bako, former deputy chief of staff, Dr. Valerie Sawyer.
Okay.
For the good work she's doing for the party. I mean, I'm a parliamentary candidate. Honorable Isaac Awukoyibo. And my boss back over Kaswa, Alaji Badamasi. Any mechi a omu ni ewie no.
Yanko.
Me pese Ghana for twe o madwene esi bibi so. And I have said that se o pese o kun etia keta hye project dream any kankanya. Enya about passage of legislation. And enya about institution alone. But about political will, leadership, say a person kutia keta share dream any kind. Don't worry, me say any no kwa because their elder ne dinina chere say enya about legislation and enya institution. Because your legislation are their power special prosecutor and your special prosecutor's office. But as we speak, since I attended that institution, Mampenini Nkrofo has not been allowing those leaders or more headed the special prosecutor to work. So far, Obi Bia Awaye na adwene say
petition when you be a kind.
No, yes, Makado, I'll go there.
You will say no petition.
Me say, enim, me do one you understand me say. Obi Bia Awaye na adwene say opeso okutia keta hye dream ne kankan bia no Mampenini na bedi echire ni NPP aban are rather fighting those people. And I will show you why. Don't worry, mami cho. Metro. Domlevo. At the time and now Domlevo audit Crow and Associates. Na senior minister Osafo Eda no ebeda the pay say we paid $1 million.
Mama,
don't worry.
Mama, baby, we are sape. Oba shows no we are sape. And na I am a yakakra because enkomo bia de bia no enkomo aye.
Iti dey na person make us here.
Debi fasama.
Oh, for her.
Fasama fadia me ne fasama. Enkomo na yedi. Obviously baby so as me na me hwe time.
O dey meet you.
So say me come we are sape.
Meet you
na say me baby sa question is
relevant. Meet you, don't worry, yanko en meet you.
Mani enyo.
Meet you.
Dey me bi sa ne say what the Domlevo ni ade aba the question me bi sa ne ato aso me bi sa na obogu e ba me sa ba bi pa say ye dey ade na koma o mampani or dey akoma the appropriate context also we hwe ade nti eye den na
match no dey nti because me no ka say there are two different petitions against Jim Benson.
When are the choir?
Me do one of when I get there, you understand. Don't worry.
But me know you are dream. But me know person what you say and say. Young common need.
Don't worry.
You do a question.
Many problem. Yeah, me can say.
Man, yes, say. You can say. Be mad.
And me be a institution or me a mandate so on be kuetia katasesha ni prohibia no. Na mampenia so we tia that institution. Domlevo a classical example. A man now or investigating issues of $1 million ana yaw osafo mafo asaya ye tuama Crow and Associate ana they've done no work no ante enomu yi dem level me no ka say Martin Amidu ye yi because now or investigating a Japan royalties and that told us they frustrated him.
So there's difference between frustrated to be no jai and Juma.
They frustrated him. Emma jai in Juma because now or investigating Japan royalties.
And specific with
don't worry. And that it say you say $12 million for no benefit. Me no can say special prosecutor Kisie Jabin investigated Cecilia da Pasica.
Okay.
And out of it this issue has arisen. Into maybe you investigating any big person there on a contract in this government there. Na mampeni ni nkrofo to frustrate the person's work. I mean so.
Meba. Onipa na say frustrated man jai adwuma no. Ono ano san be oni mampeni asan ba bebom ebe ma we free o.
Eni me the manusi you. I answer all this. Tie. E wo mu say article 146 suggest say opese wi obi a you petition the government, the president. Now I hear convener belt. Now I submit am Chief Justice.
Yeah.
Me no ka say.
Yeah.
9th June 2020. ASEPA a petition mampeni say ye the then Chief Justice enim yeboa on that $50 million bribe. Na you say waji bribe if you want a free for ho. Say o mana obedi the case amano. Mampeni ntimi andane ne ho conveyor belt o. Anya dia constitution expect of him. Me no ka say on the 10th of January 2022 fix the Ghana fix the country. A petition mampeni say on the issue of SAR Central Kofi Apafo Lolobi and the other community no Jemensa deny on right to vote. Inti mampeni enyina so ne yenyi Jemensa. Mampeni ntimi amfa that petition no and Chief Justice Amanan started this procedure. Menu ka say 2021 ASEPA a petition the same mampeni on asset declaration on Jemensa say ye found no when declare the asset into yem base on no na ye fa enyi no mampeni ntimi dane ne ho convener belt and first petition and Chief Justice ama this procedure and started. So you ask yourself, mampeni has to protect the rule of law at this stage, you know, or you choose and pick. The suiting you know and or vetting to the constitution. Now we are vetting no the petition na Chief Justice. The suiting in this and special prosecutor investigate the appointee.
Nanya appointee na
Cecilia Dapa
enye ni pe na
that Iyoko and special prosecutor issue you are not aware. That controversy you are aware. Investigation by Iyoko aye. Iyoko has not investigated Cecilia Dapa.
No claim.
They haven't. I said they haven't. And it is because special prosecutor investigated Cecilia Dapa. E wo sika ye susu say we wia wa bem. E dey questioning pass. And you through that frustration and because she him say you care about issues of okay Martin Amidu petition now. Aside all other issues, the main issue on procurement bridges. Alluded to it. Is it the first time in MPP government you have procurement bridges? You have issues of say you have the contract amobi na PPA ama approval na.
Inti Martin Amidu ankani ye on.
Me say say if about procurement bridges na mampeni ebe activate article 146 the mention of say there are other instances procurement bridges akoso wono na bemu the people are still holding office.
Evidence been out to it.
One SML deal you tuya over 1 billion.
KPMG report
makai
when you be
except na mampeni e de babontin no e da na di pay say omo second for
na full detail
no except
okay
say emra na omo second PPA approval e the contract number SML no PPA didn't approve
and
that is a fact at the end omo ma SML the contract. Crow and associate contract. It was so sourced. They didn't seek parliamentary approval. Emma Oman seek PPA approval. But Omudi that contract and Emma Crow and associate. Met him up about several of them. NLA, former CEO of NLA, Kofi Osei Ameyao. Emma in-law 11 contract without PPA approval.
I don't know evidence.
Me say Omani in-law contract 11 without PPA approval. When you try knowledge, maybe if you are not privy to it, me the fiano message document no can. Okay, bust contaminated fuel. A Toma company and now only registration certificate. 50 million contaminated fuel. The Toma free without PPA approval. Me no can say ya the contract ama Baumia ne brother Abraham Baumia road contract. In this country, road contract. In this country,
road
more of it a military road around the Teshi enclave. Which we know can say, money PPA approval. It was so sourced. So there were a lot of contractors happening under by a bridge procurement loss. And so the people are still in office. The American question in Nane say, this procedure, need the OBODH is not my problem. But the American say, there were instances, and petition Mampeni, and petition Mampeni, say, and say, the Mensa, ye because what tia, and found so. Sal one, when declare the asset in my farm, over 3 years or 2 years now, Mampeni to me say any that petition, and from command Chief Justice here. But when you the command on the 30th of last month. Sit just within 6 days. No, they are combat Chief Justice, and the process has started. And only because Kisie Jabi fighting in own in Profo.
Father Yemrem na yanko ya second round na yanko. Yenhwe said the weekend o man ni na eni di akire.
I believe sir.
Emre da ho no.
Oh sir, Debbie, let me make this. Let me put this into it in the right perspective.
Anyway.
Martin Amidu. Me name say why confused kakra dia me mo fan chame. Wa wo say aban we ya na na do aban e frustrating Martin Amidu. Na man resign here.
Yes, which is a fact.
Me pacho. And now me no kase petition say bi nyam na me call yo. Petition say bi nyam regional chairman kwamba for abro nyam chairman nyum on the call yo. Eye Martin Amidu ba ku ya bien ya wo say aban we are frustrating no. But it's an insult to the integrity of Martin Amidu.
But in the other way around, Martin Amidu say oche na no corruption ho de enya aban we nko.
So why do you have to it is
Professor Mill say ono aka de but
no chief you only baby adibia NDC for one of more mantra over the years say Martin Amidu ka asem na say twi omo a they come to attack his integrity. Now also a car asem na echi aban we dia then they hail him.
Well, have I attacked
then you way aso ka you attacked him.
O say
abaya frustrating no and aban we asan push na ti so mpia petition.
I haven't told this about this in the chief Jaisa any mama can say me
father and the enya clear one the one
I don't know where
so what from this government now the logic behind the argument in the say and special prosecutor or investigate ya maame Cecilia Dapa and na abai we pe kwan bi side den e bi na free ho. Listen to the line of argument.
There are small kind say petitions be about system no o man pani ambo akira nkoma CG
that is
petition boss minim ho hwe woni what da
say ono na
ka minim be the free ba
it's a fact
the aba na ye ka the aba na de nim na ye ka
ba se bi o ho
and emra ne say article 146 say president saka petition now or within 7 days.
What na me ba bi say
within 7 days.
Said the controversy ne ne kan woni ade o said the union mahama ka no Chief Justice nena metie one lawyer say your days be on 30 days ne kan woni ade
7 14 and 50 days to sit on the matter.
Fast track ne nko ne say
Debbie, a man that's a house, a president second petition now, or within 7 days. So, no, they are called. Chief Justice so 14 days, 2 weeks. So, bedding, a better trauma, Nippon, I won't quit, no, I responded within that 2 weeks. No, to also respond, I say, Chief Justice response to allegations now. No, I say, be I, Nina, so say, but not so I should more. No, committee. Committee no 50 days. On the way with Mary. Okay. It's a movie repair, or more report by my president as recommendations. Now, president's right, general recommendations also, I take decisions. Okay. So, based on the recommendations, charges, 5 and 6, procurement breaches, violation of rights of within, I think, individuals, more arrested or more, any appointment, in I think that, almost medical can see any emotions in free topic we more. Then discuss matters in its right way. And I believe said we need strong institutions, and we can only get strong institutions when we implement the rules and regulations govern those institutions in a year. I believe said this is in the right direction. Let's allow the investigations take effect. Of course, not say, but on your bonny bia, he go back and do his work. So where cost nebia ye say bibi e born ho sebio, let's not forget this. Or an individual be in the office name man who kwan say obebo ye ho ban investigate corruption related activities meboa. It is our office ne there should be the last officer e betim de keta say say onim one interesting thing about corruption perception. Sebi make so sebi we kromfo obaban kro no a de me no nyina based on perceptions allegations no oye oni nyina so bia but sana corruptions allegations tie
but perception bana say o so ye nhwemu dia eni kwan say wo find say perception
enti na ma we be hia say nhwemu bi say ye bia no
10 na ba ko
10 de no kai do kai mi nim ho hwe mi de mu so nitim na oboka bie oni enya no kra chief enya no kra de enya no kra no e na aba ye kan chief de abey no kra e na aba ye kan
wo out here say enya strong
me say emrani say article 146 say president second petition or 7 days
146 na wo
so 7 days
petitions ni bia
the okay see member petition president on show onema bi mo meboa na say emrani say 7 days so ochireko na ochireko ya me wo kwa say me san chireko president bi so president me di petition ba yi e dey na mo na otu afa ho but what was it? The okay.
I don't know Kai Bino.
I don't know Kai Bino.
I don't know Kai Bino. The I don't know Kai Bino.
The woman is a best Ghana for you now.
I don't know Kai Bino.
Yeah, Keta se project kankan. It's a woman here said Ghana for you na budget to say we need to make some sacrifice. And I believe some of the sacrifices are as a country.
Mama, we to make us opposition party watchdog or heard you maybe. We have man so and come on.
Any money be see. Yen problem. If say the work to Ejumebiano. Na ububu Ghana mraso. Now the Ojuma no ebo Ghana krono and a Ghana hriska. That's a man who be there. We don't have a problem. Okay. But the choose and pick on the part of the problem, the president their problem. Let me tell you. The 1992 Constitution, Article 296, or say, the exercise of discretionary power shall not be arbitrary, capricious, or biased, whether the insentiment prejudices or so. Or say, so who exercises discretionary power? And so my peri.
Well, like the biasness.
The biasness, they say, me no can say. ASEPA a petition Mampeni for the removal of J Mensa. Fix the country a petition Mampeni for the removal of J Mensa on the SAL issue. But Mampeni is closing the eyes on it. Because Enunu, according to the J Mensa Niemo, in line with the Opentinu SAL petition, so that means you can. You did buy out of the question bag, so he hasn't seen it.
No.
But wait buy it. You talk on the 30th.
But say SAR issue no. 3 days ago, you see now about him there.
Yeah, the SAR petition call 2021, and yet on the president no determine prima facie. The SON say the petition to be Constitution said former Chief Justice.
Okay.
No, determine prima facie on it, and so your setting committee. It doesn't lie in the president to determine the petition. No, edim anase endim. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. But the mechanism say the fight against corruption under Nana the Danko Akufo-Addo Alhaji Bawumia Aban. There is all indication that obi bia or person obuan ye kutia ketasehye project dream any campaign bom no. Aban rather has turned against those people.
No, that's
and a mature issue of them level, mature issue of maternity, mature issue of the current special prosecutor.
Not correct. Mama, yes, this is the old kind. Say on person we nipa. Say report no ba say ko ba otherwise say the whole maintaining officer.
Some medical fine. Medical catch you say. Ye ni problem. John Mahama ka say obi bia odini ejuma aboga na fem bia no. E man ni ndi.
Okay.
But the can say obi say mra ni obi dia enim unye choose and pick. Yes, I you are not being fair.
What is choose and pick?
Do you get me? Because the same petition the fact say unye privy to those petitions no doesn't mean that what I'm saying is not true. I have mentioned names, I have mentioned dates. Maybe you haven't come across it.
There's a process. So if the process has taken effect,
if it's established, say,
President,
yes. No,
wait. Before the committee comes, let me end. Before the committee comes into place, I will say, let me come. What if the Chief Justice said, petition, okay? Chief Justice and Deba.
You see, Emiri issues of corruption be babiano. Mampeni will find a way to clear the apprentice. The issue of Sisi Dadapa. Asema yen hwehwemu yempo. When you read the correspondence between Ono and Sisi Dadapa, or say, "Mi wojidi say you will be cleared." And nothing na ma Iyoko.
Kise Jabendo yen appoint.
Me see, and na ma Iyoko. And all other institutions so make sure say Sisi Dadapa is some the be hwehwemu no. Their hands are tied because the president has prejudiced the case. O say
Kise Jabendo yen appoint.
So, when the say, one more adwene say, omo bi omo nan be si fem.
Okay.
At Kuetia their president person omo yet say Domlevo, to say Martina Midu, to say Kise Jabendo. Some profune na mampeni etwa me ho e fight one back. And those things cannot be accepted. The only option that Ghana for you want to say yampe kwan so enyi aban we him they cannot investigate their own
and na kwesibocha woda ma me fa kwenya
kwesibocha junior
okay minim say we ni papa no
party ni one frame so ma tise na obi
na me da kwesi bi obi at say
kwesi chura exam on the party
and we not doing any party
na ye de ensem no nyina esi erenuanum na se meda eye Mahama Godwin ase ono eye esum ka den kan Godwin Mahama Yaba medana ase ono a communication team member eye ewo NDC mu na fi Fad Osman so communication team member MP omo ene ne be hwe petitioner e de amase special prosecutor penny yin ni fi o man penny abochi dia former chief justice even simu bia no central for the two anima mama ati hadden we see adamat na atwa kwantu ni tu despite me dia sum mu nyina no eti obi na so no de ache na mum e bom pai so my Ghana e betumi akole. Bini de ani ma do.